Hello, my lovely angels. I hope you guys are looking forward to this week's readings. I will dive into it, but before I do, I just want to say that as much as tarot is such an amazing and incredible tool to find guidance, to find clarity, to help us sometimes when we feel a bit lost or low, the most amazing thing that we can do for ourselves is actually connecting with ourselves. So I luckily have an incredible partnership with a lovely meditation apps that I think that you guys will be interested in. So if you are, Aura is an incredible app that has everything in it, from meditations to sleep sounds to therapy, even coaching sounds on there, audios on there that can really help you. Breath work, hypnosis. There is so many things on there. Affirmations. I could carry on. ASMR. Everything. There's so much variety on there of anything that you could potentially need. So I do just want to give it a lovely shout out. It's something that I love to use and found great benefit in. So it's been on this channel for a while. I do shout them out every now and again because I do really genuinely believe that it's beneficial. So if you do want to tap in, if you do want to try the app out, I do have a lovely 7-day free trial for you guys to use if you just click the link down below. And if you do want to carry on with the app, which I guarantee most of you will after you try it out, you do also get 25% off the membership as well. So give it a go. 7-day free trial, nothing to lose there. And if it benefits you, then you also get a lovely discount as well. So, and let me know if you enjoy it, because I love it. I use it all the time whenever I sit down and meditate. So I definitely feel like it will help you guys out as well. So if you need it, there it is. I will jump straight into the readings now. So let's go over to your messages. Hello, my gorgeous Virgos. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 17th to the 23rd of June. So let's dive straight into it, guys. All right. Let's see what's going on for my lovely Virgos. We also have a new spread. I'm doing the reading slightly different again this week. And I actually have been loving how it's been coming up for people. I was going to do this as like a bonus reading. It's about like your spiritual journey, like your journey at the moment and your soul's journey. So and also what's going on in your current energy this week. But let's see. Let's dive into it. We're going to do the oracles as always to get some overall overall messages for your week, Virgo. You have loyal hearts coming through. Let's get one more from this deck for Virgos. And time for a nap. I like that. I feel sweet energy for you guys this week. I like that. Then I heard, like I stole this and I had, then get back to business. That's so funny. I think maybe you guys might need a bit of like a rest this week. Some of you, time for a nap is about making sure that you're sleeping well, you're looking after your health, okay? Don't be always in a rush to do things, Virgo. Because I feel like they're saying like, it's okay to rest. Like you've actually achieved something, that you're in a space that you used to want to be at. It's almost like you've achieved a goal that maybe you've forgotten. Sometimes when we're living life and you're going through the journey, you can kind of forget that you were in a very different space once upon a time. So it's almost like they're asking you to go to look at the fact that you are in a place that you thought was once impossible. Okay, however far back that was, or whether it was yesterday. They're saying that today, I feel like it's about gratitude here, Virgo. It's about understanding that you are making movement. So it's okay to rest sometimes. It may not be the big changes in life that you are anticipating or the big goals, but you are making progress and you are where you once used to want to be. There's a bad way of saying that. Definitely put that in the comments, because you know me, guys. I'm not the best with my words, but it's like you're where you've achieved something that you used to want at some point. Even if it's just a bit of stability, if it's a love interest. For some of you, you do have loyal hearts. You're finding people and are surrounded by people, or you will be, who have your back. Loyal hearts. If you are in a relationship, this is a really good person for you. By the way, some of you, pregnancy has been coming up a lot for people. Of course, not going to resonate with everybody, but that moon has a little bump there. And you do have loyal hearts. So maybe there is a new stage of a relationship coming through. But anyway, let's see what else. For Virgo, please, Spirit, 5th chakra. All right, speaking your truth, being in alignment with it. Okay, can be something that you're being called to do this week, is speaking your truth, is living your truth, being in alignment to it, clearing that throat chakra. Not being afraid to speak your truth, not being afraid to speak on your beliefs or who you are. And with this throat chakra being cleared, you also have victory. So I love that. But some of you, it's part of your, it's a part of your journey to, okay, I'm hearing like to not conform to what other people want you to say or who they want you to be. Some of you, I mean, Virgos, you guys are like of service. It's like a big Virgo thing. You love to be of service. It's your love language. But it's almost like maybe you sacrificed a lot of like who you really are. You've kind of pushed that low or pushed that down, but you're really starting to learn how to be comfortable with your truth and be comfortable with the kind of consequences that come with it. Because not everyone's going to agree with you. That's just life. Not everyone's going to see you as this truth. They'll see you however they want because that's people's projection or whatever. But it's about you being in alignment to who you are and speaking on that and announcing that, because you do have victory. So for some of you, this could be good for your job. Maybe it's something that you do, like speaking your truth as part of your job, or speaking about something that you've learned through your life, your experience. Some of you could be writing books. Some of you could be doing like speaking events. Either way, you have victory with that. So I do love that energy. All right, what else do we have? I'm getting out of breath in your reading. Let's see. For my Virgos, please, Spirit. Oh, we have victim. Who else had that? It was Leo energy. So you guys might have Leo in your chart or whatever. Victim and forgiveness. I always get anxious when these things come up, only because, again, like maybe I need to speak my truth here as well, like what the universe is saying here, because some people hate the word forgiveness or hate being told that they're in a little bit of a victim mindset. So take what applies to you, leave the rest. This is only here for guidance. So if it fits, then it fits. But if it doesn't, then that's fine. Victim and forgiveness is almost like coming out of victim mindset, no longer blaming others for, your well-being or anything like that, no longer allowing life to happen to you, making your impact on the world and standing up for yourself is definitely something that's coming through. Placing boundaries, no longer being the victim, which is a very empowering thing. It does come with forgiveness though. We have to let go of the pains that people have caused us in order to kind of claim our power back. And for some of you, people who have wronged you have taken power from you is what I'm sensing, and taken your truth from you maybe even as well. Here come the goosebumps. Everyone's been getting goosebumps in the readings when a message like really hits me strong. And then I get like all my skin's going like bumpy, right? Okay, so victim and forgiveness is very clear. It's about forgiving others. It's not necessarily about, let them back in your life again and opening that door. It is about, though, letting go of that pain and forgiving yourself. And I am feeling a little bit of like people pleasing, allowing people to kind of, again, like not allowing them to take advantage of you, but not speaking up for yourself. And that's caused you to be in a situation where maybe you were done wrong or you were done dirty. You're in the middle of, other people's problems. It's almost like claiming power back by no longer being the victim, by forgiving yourself, and now finding victory in life by speaking your truth and announcing your presence for some of you. Interesting. Let's get you a affirmation for the week and a keyword to keep in mind for Virgos. For Virgos, they are telling me I forgot to. You have relationships. If they're telling me I forgot to get an animal spirit deck, which I will just reach behind me after I speak about this, but you have relationships being important for you at this time. So maybe this, these victim and forgiveness you've had is in relationships of the past. Doesn't have to be romantic relationships. You have relationship with family, with friends, colleagues even as well. It's kind of highlighting maybe the impact of past relationships, learning about that, so that you can actually move forward and have better relationships with others in your future. So the affirmation is, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So affirm that, write that on a sticky note, all right, or also put it in the comments. Let me quickly grab the other deck that they're speaking about, okay? Right. No one else got these, so you're literally the last reading I'm doing for the day as well, so quite lucky. All right, for my lovely Virgos, what is speaking out to them then? You have the turtle spirit. That's so beautiful. It says slow and steady wins the race. I'm gonna get another one. and wombat spirit, be at home. So that is really highlighting literally the time for a nap cards that you had. Is like, don't be rushing ahead all the time. Slow and steady does win the race. Take a break wherever you need it. Be at home, thinking about the home. And the home is not just your house, but it's also about this vessel that we have here. It's being at home, being within yourself is super important for this week. All right. And I think it's because there's something that needs to be adjusted there. Maybe inside there is some things that they're wanting you to focus on. It's not just external growth, it's also internal growth. They're asking you to kind of go within. It's kind of about healing. And I feel like it definitely is a need to heal. But turtle is really cute, and so is a wombat. So anyway, let's go into your last oracle deck, and then we're going to go into the very interesting new spread that I have. For Virgos, please get about 3 of these or 4. Okay, thank you. Freedom, retreat, very heavy theme, going back within. All right. Emerging, though, that's nice. Emerging is interesting because I feel like this is something that you're going to be doing after you've had this kind of like time to yourself and time to think about your truth. Like this emerging, again, like kind of similar to standing out and having a voice and owning who you are and speaking your truth and living your truth, and and having that powerful presence. Emerging, no longer being like a shadow writer. Now you're a big author or something. I don't know, like really random like scenario, or no longer being the person that does things behind the scenes, which is such a Virgo thing to do, but it's actually about making your presence known, like emerging from the shadows here. Like no longer, I think it's just really about not being afraid to stand out anymore. All right, and you have answered prayer coming through, so I love that. Maybe that's why they're asking you to retreat, so that you can actually really see clearly what Spirit is trying to say to you. And you have retreat and freedom. I'm just going to cover the nudity in that card so YouTube doesn't ban me. But you have freedom, love that, and retreat as well. So freedom is very similar to victim and forgiveness. You're no longer, again, like kind of being a victim of life. You're now kind of making your presence known. This is my life. I'm going to have it the way I want it, and I'm capable of that, and I am deserving of it too. So there is liberation with that. I like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. Let's dive into your tarot then, my angels. So what I'm going to do is a bit of a 3x3. So this is going to be where you were. So we're looking into your past, your journey of where you were for Virgos. Ooh. What they're showing me here seems to be a time in your life where you really were in a very manifesting period. Right? Let's look. And the 5 of Cups is interesting. I will clarify these as I go along here, because you're showing up with the King of Pentacles. Love that, because this is really about having a focus on the material aspects of your world. So this is about your structure, your finances, your work life. Okay, he's got that foot on the rock. He's ready for battle whenever necessary, but he's also grounded. So it's kind of showing a lot of confidence in your energy in the past, in your career, or again, just maybe a way of making money, or just you were quite grounded here. You also have the Magician here as well, which tells me that in the past there was a lot of manifesting ability that you guys had. This is very similar to the throat chakra as well, because this is a Mercury card. It's about communication and information. So something about your energy, you are very communicative. Maybe this has changed for some reason because of some sort of disappointment. Something may have happened that may have disrupted this energy, which is interesting. Maybe a mistake, or the 5 of Cups is like an emotional disappointment that you went through. So I'm not seeing that maybe it wasn't financial. Maybe it was something outside of that upset you, or maybe made you feel a bit less confident. I'm going to clarify why the 5 of Cups is here, because I feel like this is clearly why you're reflecting, or is bringing up this time in the past. Maybe it still impacts you now. Let's see. 5 of Cups, please. 4 of Wands and 7 of Swords. That's betrayal, guys. 4 of Wands. Maybe someone went against, 4 of Wands can be a few things. It can be about your social circle. So it could be like friends betraying you, or people going against you, finding out that they said things about you or were using you. With the 7 of Swords, they have hidden motives. The Four of Wands can also be about a goal here, and maybe someone sabotaged something for you, or yeah, it kind of feels like maybe someone gave you like wrong information or lied or anything like that. There's clearly some sort of like sadness over something that was supposed to work out, but it didn't because of something else. And that's why victim is here as well. Like, I think this is beyond your control, because where you were in a manifesting energy. You were in a strong, powerful, financially stable energy, and something maybe was jealous of that or went against that. Let's clarify the other cards, because these are nice ones. I want to see the energy you were in. Magician, Page of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of things that you thought were impossible that you were able to manifest here with the Page of Cups. That's like an emotional feeling, like getting news here. And because you have the pigs flying, you know, it's kind of like, well, when pigs fly is almost like things that people thought were not. Maybe people didn't believe you were able to bring to life or be able to do. You were able to bring to life. Like, I don't know. It's like when people say when pigs fly, it's like, oh yeah, when pigs fly, I'll do that. Like, meaning never. So I'm kind of sensing that maybe other people didn't really believe in your dreams, but you were able to bring them to life here. King of Pentacles, or you were just very ambitious. Like, that's a nice energy. King of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like a waiting card, or waiting for your ships to come in. So there may have been some projects that you were anticipating as well. But again, the Five of Cups coming through just feels like somebody sabotaged a goal or a dream or some sort of success of yours. Let's get one more for Five of Cups. Judgment. You're being called to release that chapter of your life here. There was a lesson learned here that was super important for you. And Judgment is also a card of releasing, forgiving as well. Sorry. It's about surrendering to what happened. You know, it can't change anything. With that, with the Five of Cups, you know, you can't reverse time and you know, stop this from spilling, but you can stop other things from spilling by stopping thinking about the past. You know, basically what that means is maybe this little disappointment, I say little, it may not be very little, it's clearly something that really kind of, again, sabotage what you had going is what I'm feeling. And as you can see here, there are two cups that you have left on his cloak. So if he carries on trying to, you know, thinking about the negatives and what's happened, then he's also going to spill the things that he still has left. So there's a little bit of a message here for you to not allow something to make your life any worse, you know, not to let this person or this situation spill the other things that you have left. It's a time for forgiveness, a time to connect to others. For some of you, again, like this may have affected your relationships with others because you know, couldn't trust anybody. You didn't know who, you know, actually had your true intentions in mind or who was loyal to you. I think that's why it's important. But let's carry on. Let's see where you are now. Let's see the progress that you've made since then. For Virgos, please Spirit, where is Virgo now? Ace of Wands, Justice, and the Knight of Pentacles. I love it. Love this energy. This is a new passionate energy. Some of you could be having like new motivations, or a new environment is bringing you new ideas. This is a very new energy. Okay, one, because it's an ace, but the Ace of Wands is always my favorite because it's like bringing excitement into your world. So I love this. Could be great for your career. Okay, it's like new ideas, inspiring new motivation, and maybe a new goal, but regardless, it's just new energy. And I think that always makes us more motivated and more inspired to move forward. It's a passionate card, so I love that. You also have the Justice card as well. So this is about bringing things into balance. Okay, Libran energy is about calling the truth to a situation, making something right, making something fair again. It's justice. So you guys are receiving your karma here, and it's all kind of surrounded by this beautiful new beginning and this financial abundance coming through for you. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, financial independence. It is about, you know, being having more than enough so that you can actually take your time with certain things here. It's a really good card for freedom, financial freedom, stability in general. It's a good independent card too. We will clarify these because we clarified the last ones. Ace of Wands. Interesting. Look at that. Five of Pentacles is a feeling of not feeling good enough. Or again, maybe there have been some financial issues here, but you are receiving an idea that's going to help you to actually see that this door can be opened here. So maybe you feel like you reached a dead end, but an inspired new idea seems to be telling you or giving you motivation to actually pick up that key and unlock that door. So for some of you, again, this idea is the key and it's helping you to unlock something. But for others of you, maybe you didn't actually have the energy to get up and change something, okay? And instead you stayed in this Five of Pentacles, kind of victim. I'm only saying that word because it's on the card. I would never otherwise say that. But it's like instead of staying stuck and staying down, it feels like now you're having some sort of motivation to get up and to use that key to open that door and not stay where you are, especially financially, or in terms of your resources or your energy. And I always come back to like this thing here where it's like sometimes, you know, when you're low energy, how do we get more energy? Well, it's actually by getting up and doing something. It's about building momentum and motivation. And to build momentum, you have to kind of do something and get it rolling first. So it's almost like I'm seeing that that's something important for you, is to get more of what you don't have, you're going to have to do more of the thing that you're wanting. Does that make sense to your life? I feel like that is something ambiguous to me, but I feel like it might make sense to what it is that you're doing. Interesting. Like if you want to get more energy, sometimes you have to exercise, and that gives you the chemical reactions that give you more energy. It makes you happier. So it's almost like, again, you have to kind of create that change, which I'm seeing that you're doing. So I like that. Let's look at the Justice card. What is this representing for Virgos? You have the beautiful Eight of Pentacles with the beautiful Chariot card. So this is chasing a dream, chasing a goal. You have the Knight of Swords as well. So I do see that there might be some information coming your way. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Swords because sometimes it's a little bit of it can be this or that kind of energy. Sometimes it says don't rush too far ahead or don't get too ahead of yourself. Make sure that what you're doing is in alignment to you. Make sure that it is the truth with is what you're running with, because this is a card that can sometimes jump to conclusions or be a bit too quick and end up stumbling over their own feet here. So but this is a very beautiful energy with the Eight of Pentacles and a Chariot. It's about really kind of working towards a goal and going after it, being balanced enough to know that things aren't always going to be easy as you're going there, but it's something that you can navigate, and it's having more confidence with yourself. So your karma, your justice, this balance that's coming into your life is actually coming in a form of progress. And sometimes, that reminds me of a quote where it's like the best form of revenge is by just succeeding in your life and doing better. So I feel like this is you spending that time and energy, working really hard to build something up for yourself, and it is going to pay off. Karma is also like actions have consequences. So the action that you're putting in is absolutely going to have a consequence. In this case, it's good. Let's look at the Knight of Swords very quickly. I think it's just make sure that you have all the facts, but this Ten of Cups is about you chasing this happiness here. Love that. Chasing that rainbow. Okay, love that. And then here you are, Virgo, with the Queen of Pentacles. And I was just thinking, some of you, it could be like financial things that you're looking for, because like chasing the rainbow just reminded me of like a pot of gold. It's like you're seeing the end of the rainbow and you're like, I know where I need to go and I'm going to go after that pot of gold. Whatever that means to you, you're absolutely going to get it. All right, the Nine of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. This is you working really hard to figure out maybe a new idea, to bring that to life, to materialize for you. Maybe you guys are juggling a few things. This is a card of multitasking, or trying to juggle things and balance things. Ten of Pentacles here. Love that. Again, this is the legacy. So you're really building a legacy here. All right, let's dive into where you are going, Virgo. Where are you going? Queen of Swords. All right, here we go. Let's get two more. Where's Virgo going? The Nine of Swords. Interesting. What's going to happen here? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Swords, and the Moon here. Interesting. And you also have the Three of Cups and the Temperance card. Let's clarify this before we go into it. If I'm shaking, I've just had a coffee. And apparently my body is not able to deal with that. Right. The Queen of Swords, this is usually about having boundaries. So, and I feel like you do have that, but maybe you're having to really kind of implement that in the future. By the way, this actually kind of does go hand in hand with the throat chakra too. I feel like you're going to be speaking your truth in where you're going. You're going to have the opportunity to speak your truth. So whether you get a platform, could definitely be the case. All right, here, that could definitely be the case. But I kind of feel like this might be also to do with something else. The Wheel and the Lovers, that's nice. The Wheel actually is about like abundance, is about luck. Sometimes it can be about the opposite, but in this case with the Lovers as well. Okay, this is interesting. You're going to be called to make very important decisions in the future. Maybe that's what you do as a career, who knows? But the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers is really about like your decisions. Of course, again, it's almost like actions have consequences. Again, your decisions are going to have consequences, and it has the ability to create really incredible things. Your choices are really going to be very important in getting that goal here, which of course is kind of like no I was gonna swear, but like no crap, Sherlock, that kind of vibes. It's like, of course. But the Wheel and Lovers, it's like your choice kind of dictates where the wheel turns here. So your truth, speaking your truth is important. Setting boundaries, important. Making choices is very important. Can we clarify that one more? Like, I do feel like this is a good thing. You have three major arcana cards to clarify this Queen of Swords energy. So I feel like this is good. High Priestess, trust your intuition when it's telling you to make a choice here. Specifically because I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. You already know what's going to lead to where you want to go. Like, you already know what to pick to go towards that abundance of yours. Like, you know the choices. It's just about listening to your truth. This is what it's about here. That fifth chakra is about listening to your intuition, most importantly. Like, what is your truth telling you? And not being swayed by maybe other people. Maybe that's what happened in the past here, because the story of the Lovers is the Fool comes across. I'm pretty sure it's like the man and the woman, but I think that he actually is shown as the man. And it's like he has a choice to carry on his journey alone or to have an additional person by his side, which is good if it's a good person. But if your intuition is saying this person is not the right person for you, then you have to trust your gut instinct regardless of what your emotional needs are telling you. Because the Queen of Swords here, you can see her heart is clouded. She can't make solid decisions on her heart because she still needs to heal. She's been through a lot and she's just not open emotionally to making clear decisions with her heart space. But she is very good at making clear decisions to do with what her intuition is telling her, her third eye is telling her, as well as what she knows. So High Priestess, the Lovers and the Wheel, you know the answers to help you move forward. Don't get distracted. The Wheel, again, like, of course, actions have consequences. Your decisions will lead to a certain path. This should be an empowering message, and I mean it in an empowering way. You can really create amazing things for yourself, and you already know at your core what decisions to make. So if you need to, sit with yourself, meditate, okay, connect to your intuition, but follow your gut instinct nonetheless, okay? All right, let's look at the Queen of Pentacles, because that's what you have next and where you're going. Really good for being like strategic, very clear, very intelligent, very logical, but also being very grounded, very, I was going to say very fertile because you're the rabbit here. It's about fertility and luck, and financially being very abundant. Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the King of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, where is Virgo going? The Four of Cups and the King of Cups. Interesting indeed. And you have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. Four of Cups is feeling a little bit bored or jaded here. So for some of you, if you're not in a relationship now, in the future you're definitely going to want to be. Like, that's what it feels like. I feel like there's a part of you that might be wanting this King of Cups. You have the King of Swords next to you though, but I don't know if that's just trying to show that you're still in that Queen of Swords energy. They're both very similar energies. What's the difference? I don't know if you have two, you might have two potential partners in the future, and that's what it's talking about. And the moon. And the Five of Cups here. So I don't know, you might get yourself in a little bit of a situation where your emotions might be not tricking you, but tempting you to maybe reject something, or I don't know, there's this a little bit of like going through an emotional time and maybe closing yourself off to a love interest or to someone who has your heart. Maybe because of a lack of forgiveness here. I'm almost seeing like two people. So I don't know if the past is impacting again how open you are in the future. Because whoever you dealt with is very different though to who you're attracting. One is very cold, very logical, very strategic, and just, very intelligent, but this is just somebody who doesn't really have the emotional capacity of the King of Cups. So I think you have to make a decision in the future about your love life, but not to be overwhelmed by your feelings though, because the moon can sometimes be again like distractions, or the moon is really about having like being in an energy of like kind of being a bit distorted with your way of thinking, because in the environment that you're in might be a little bit too chaotic for you, so you might not be able to think clearly. And this coming up as I'm saying that is not coincidence. It's almost like she can't think clearly because there's too many distractions going on. So the decisions that you need to make in the future, maybe about potential partner, maybe about collaboration, whatever it is, don't make a decision based on being bored or feeling like you don't have, feeling jaded emotionally. But anyway, the Nine of Swords, what you're worried about is the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower. The Eight of Swords and the Emperor. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision in the future and trust in your ability to make powerful decisions and to have, call your power back. The Emperor is like the boss. He has to make the right moves, but the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords is like there might be a little bit of fears about making big decisions in your future and taking the lead in your life because of the changes that it might, bring on. You're feeling a bit stuck. Maybe it's having to, feeling like you're having to give up your independence by going in a relationship with someone, and that can really make you feel like your whole life is going to change. But in reality, like it actually is a good thing. But you might be seeing it as a bad thing and overthinking something, Virgo. It does represent change in your life, though. It doesn't just have to be to do with love. It could be your money. You could be going from, the Nine of Pentacles to the Emperor, which in terms of like career or in terms of your finances or in your life in general, you're going from being able to take it slow and steady to suddenly being the one that leads everybody and makes all these decisions and has to kind of show up in places. It's almost like this energy of having a little bit more of a demand. But if that's your dream and that's your goal, then it's something that you've always wanted. Don't allow your fears to get in the way of your abilities. That's why I'm hearing specifically that. I felt like I had to point specifically that. Don't let your fears get in the way of your abilities. You are able, you are powerful, you're capable, you're deserving. But your fears are almost like getting in the way of you getting maybe a dream or a goal. But that's something that you'll deal with in the future. At the moment, you're in a very beautiful energy. I just think that this is kind of calling for a lot of change in your life in the near future, which feels good actually. You're going to be in a position of being in an emperor position. So maybe it's your own business, or, maybe it's about employing people, or whether it's about being a boss, standing in a new position. And that could be a bit outside your comfort zone, even though you were prepped and ready for it to actually make that big decision. Again, it's the Tower. It can be quite intense. And that's what it feels like. It feels like it's going to change your life, and therefore you're kind of scared about it, even though it's something that you wanted. So that's the vibes that it's bringing up here. So again, step into your belief, step into your confidence. I feel like you're made for it, whatever it is. Don't allow your fears to get in the way of your abilities. All right. Anyways, I am done. There we go. My lovely Virgos, I hope you guys have gained something from this reading. Just remember, you do have victory. You have victory in your life. The last message is not this, the cliche super like your life is like gonna be incredible and it's gonna be so easy. You're gonna have to make difficult decisions, but it's only difficult because of the fear that is involved with it. That's all. That's it. But it will feel quite intense, but it feels good. All right, anyway, my angels, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Big things coming up for you guys. So I wish you all the best with that, and let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. What you're doing. Come and join the channel, join the tribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.